The profession of tree cutting or logging in civil society is one of the highest risk occupations for disability and death in the United States in recent years. The mortality and injury rates from accidents while cutting trees have increased over the years and are 10 to 15 times higher than other professions. This is largely due to individuals engaging in tree cutting activities spontaneously, without hiring professional units to perform the task, or even with professional units encountering accidents and mistakes when cutting trees. There are many errors and incidents in the tree cutting, such as inadequate or improper safety equipment, skills and experience of workers, working environment conditions, and many other factors. Watch today's video to experience the dangers and see the common mistakes made when cutting trees. According to the U.S. Department of Labor statistics, in 2019, the mortality rate for 100,000 workers in the tree cutting industry in the U.S. was about 26.9, more than 10 times the average rate for all professions. However, by 2020, the U.S. Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA, reported that the mortality rates in the tree cutting industry in the U.S. in 2020 was 23.1 per 100,000 workers, an increase from the previous year's rate of 20.7. There are many errors or incidents that lead to accidents while cutting trees. Many people have performed spontaneous tree cutting without hiring professional units, resulting in dangerous accidents for themselves, property, and the surrounding environment. However, there are also many experienced professional units that encounter many incidents and sometimes make unnecessary mistakes, causing danger. Today, we witness the moments of danger caused by the mistakes of professional tree cutters, which they have recorded to warn others. We are witnessing the cutting down of trees in a cemetery carried out by a team of professional tree cutters who have hired and equipped with safety gear including helmets, goggles, cut-resistant clothing, gloves, chainsaws, ropes, and assistants. However, the mistake made by the tree cutting team is that they have fixed the wrong point to suspend the falling section of the tree, causing severe vibrations that put the high-up tree cutter at risk. This is a very dangerous situation because the incorrect points of suspension causes the tree being cut to vibrate, directly affecting the balance of the high-up tree cutter and making the chainsaw unstable, which can lead to accidents. Another mistake that this team has made is not considering that the tree they are cutting down might serve as a nesting place for birds or have a hollow section inside. It is only after the tree has fallen that the bird's nest and the decayed trunk section are revealed. Fortunately for the tree cutter, the supporting structure did not fall from great height. These are video recordings of the moments, as well as the common mistakes made during the process of cutting down trees by a professional tree cutting team. The video was recorded from 2019 to 2020. There have been many mistakes made, such as fixing the suspension point on the wrong section of the cut tree, causing it to hang in mid-air and creating a strong reaction that poses a direct danger to the person cutting the tree. Or the assistant standing too close to the falling points of the cut tree, which can easily fall on them. After the cutting, the fallen section of the tree collides with the tree cutter's handle, and so on. Many moments and mistakes have been recorded, especially mistakes when tying ropes to cut section of the tree, accidents when the supporting structure is broken, and when the tree cutter is left hanging in mid-air after cutting down the tree. You will be terrified when you witness this scene of a tree cutter hanging in mid-air and trying to figure out how to get back to the ground. In another scene, you witness two people cutting down a relatively large tree using only an axe and a chainsaw. They are not equipped with any safety gear, not even a securing rope to control the direction of the fall. As a result, the tree falls onto a house, damaging a portion of the roof. Next, the scene shifts to a man wearing a helmet but without any other protective gear, using a chainsaw to cut a tree near a house. He is working alone without any securing rope to control the direction of the fall, and the tree falls onto the house with a loud crash. Fortunately, there is no damage to the roof or any other part of the house. It is evident that the person cutting the tree had the intention to bring down the house. The fallen tree lies sprawled out, damaging a portion of the roof. Another man without any protective gear is shown chopping the tree with an axe without any securing rope or assistance, and of course, another house is damaged as a result of the tree falling. You will witness a scene that will make you anxious. A middle-aged man without any protective gear, using only a chainsaw, is cutting down a very large tree with a diameter of at least 1.5 times his own size. But he keeps cutting until the tree falls with a loud crash. Luckily, he manages to run away just in time, otherwise his head would have been hit by the falling tree. Unfortunately, the house behind him is not so lucky, as the tree falls onto the roof, causing damage. In the next scene, we see a difference. Two men with a car, a rope, an axe, but no protective gear. One man cuts the base of the tree, while the other uses the car and rope to control the direction of the fall. But after the final swing of the axe, the unlucky house is hit again, this time with the whole tree falling onto it, causing extensive damage. You can't ignore the middle-aged man without any protective gear, using a chainsaw to cut down a tree with a diameter twice his body size. This video is not for the faint of heart. Your heart rate will increase as you watch him slowly cut through the tree with his bare hands, removing the wood debris from the cuts each time. It's so dangerous. What if the tree fell while his hand was inside the cut? Fortunately, luck is on his side and he runs away just in time. But your heart will still be pounding as you witness this scene. A scene that makes the faint-hearted gasp as they witness a professional tree cutter using a chainsaw to cut the top of a tree, only to encounter an unexpected mishap. For some reason, when he reaches the final moment, the top part falls down, dragging his chainsaw along. The chainsaw engine remains running and it falls dangerously close to the stand where he's standing. If it had fallen with force and hit his leg, it would have been extremely dangerous. Next are the 10 most foolish moments in the journey of amateur tree fellers. It seems like they are very confident that cutting down a tree is simple and not dangerous. However, they do not consider the direction of the wind, the direction the tree will fall, etc., resulting in many serious consequences for both themselves and those around them. The first moment features a guy wearing an orange shirt who tries to chop down a tree without any protective gear, professional equipment, or a guide rope to control the direction of the tree's fall. He only has a chainsaw that starts cutting the trunk of the tree. Apparently, he cannot calculate the direction the tree will fall, so he cuts it down in the same direction as the house, not opposite it. As a result, the tree falls onto the house. Next are 3 men, 1 cutting and 2 assisting, who stand on the opposite side of the tree to guide its fall direction. They quickly saw the tree down and bang, the tree falls onto the power lines at the top. That was very dangerous. You will be horrified to witness the foolish moments of 2 men. This time they use a brace, a crane, and a winch to fix the direction of the falling tree. However, it seems like the guy cutting down the tree miscalculated the direction, so the tree falls onto his head after being cut down. Fortunately, the brace is strong enough to withstand the impact, otherwise the consequences would be unpredictable. Many people chop down trees using cars for support, like this man who uses his pickup truck to push the tree over. But perhaps he calculated the fall direction incorrectly because when he pushes it, the tree falls right onto his car. Still, there was a case of cutting down a tree with a pickup truck, but this time they didn't take into account the counterforce from the tree. The truck was tied to the tree with a rope. The driver accelerated forward, and the tension from the rope and the counterforce from the tree were greater than the force of the truck pulling. So the tree wasn't cut down, but the truck was pulled backward and suspended in the air. The next scenes will leave you breathless when you witness them. Somehow, a man was standing right under the base of a falling tree, and the old-growth tree fell directly onto him. It's unclear whether he survived or not. Or a man was dangling on the top of the tree, chopping the crown, but accidentally caused a section of the trunk to hit him and he fell to the ground. Both professional and non-professional tree cutters can encounter accidents while performing their work. Therefore, you now understand why the mortality and disability rates due to tree cutting are so high. It may be due to the lack of protective equipment, incorrect calculation of the direction of the falling tree, wind direction, failure to clear obstacles around the tree, use of damaged equipment, or the reckless and overconfident attitude of the tree cutter. Therefore, to ensure safety when cutting down trees, use professional services. To continue to follow the mistakes not to make when cutting down trees, please follow us. Please like, share, and subscribe to support us. Goodbye and see you again.